And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd and 11 now. Vick, flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
First down, the run with Lynch. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, Lynch. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Allen to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. Allen.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Operating from the red zone now. Allen forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Lynch. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. That was close to a big play, just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Escaping the pressure right. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Watch safety creeping. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On 2nd down now, it's Lynch, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Terrell Owens, 28 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the 38, Vick being chased out left. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. That one good for 26 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Complete. It's Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. To throw, Vick. They set up the screen to Bo. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Let's go, man.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing now is Allen. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Allen now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
23 is the mic. I got one.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second and inches, Vick eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it. Out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
6-6, pull it up. Lucky. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Show it up. Shoot.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They run on 1st down with Jackson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 24, Vick. That's going to be caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Just like that.
They'll run it. Here's Okoye. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Allen now on 1st down. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up 1st down, too.
On 1st down, it's Lynch. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Allen. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now Allen, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. That throw by Vick, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Vick, flush to his right. He's good, and I think the ball's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Vick on 3rd and 2. Dancing to his left. Matt Milano gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They will indeed go for it. Vick buying time to his left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And he will find T.O. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back now in Arlington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. They'll run on first down. Lynch. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Here's Allen. This one caught by Terrell Owens. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. To throw, it's Allen. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt.
There he goes, right side, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Andre Reed, 38 yards, and the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Now Allen, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one taken from the 7.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Milano picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Throwing Vick, and he's going to go down again. Matt Milano able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Here's Michael Vick. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Vick. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. On to the kicking team. Get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Vick to throw it. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. This is caught, and he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. 61 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the clock shows 55 seconds to play as they line up for a critical onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go. Let's go, D. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. Whip. 56.
To throw is Allen. Steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So Allen's going to look to throw. He'll run it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50. They can't hang with us. Regular. Check middle. Crunch.
Back to throw. Allen. And that's complete to Brown. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen to throw. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. As they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Move. 4 down. Check. Switch it. Alert. Check.
Now Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D.